J. Cole has finally released his newest album, The Offseason. And to be entirely honest, it is one of the best albums I have heard yet this year. With songs such as No Role Models, Middle Child, and Wet Dreams, he has definitely made a name for himself in the rap space. And over time, it almost seems like his music and his creativity just consistently gets better and better. Those songs that I mentioned just before this, I feel like are great as one single song by themselves. For example, No Role Models was definitely one of those songs you could play at pretty much any party, in your car, or literally anywhere else, and it would be a bop by itself. However, for J. Cole's newest album, The Offseason, I really feel like you really need to listen to the entire album from start to finish to really truly see and feel the full picture. Now, the album itself, at least to me, had two main themes. Number one, the fact that he came up from nothing and really pushed himself forward, and he's really like, hey guys, I created this amazing life for myself. I really pushed forth and just created this amazing brand, this amazing name for myself, this amazing music. And yet he still grinds out every day because he's still humbled by it. He's still thankful for his creation, for what he's able to do. But there's that piece of him that just thinks, hey, it's not enough. To where he has more and more to create. To where even though he has a lot of money, which he does, he has a lot of money, there's still a lot more for him to do from a creative aspect. And a lot more for him to do as an artist and as a rapper. And the second big theme in this album is him talking a bit more about the whole Black Lives Matter situation that went down last year, and I guess it's still continuing. Everything from murder on the streets to police brutality and that whole aspect of life. Something that I will never truly understand because I'm not in that sort of situation. So when he raps about things like that, well, I truly can't internalize it the way that others might be able to. I can still understand the message, at least to some aspect. And I feel like a lot of people who are in the situation that he was in as a child, I feel like they'll be able to really truly feel into his music a lot more than I can. With that said, I still really appreciate his music and I really just enjoyed the album as a whole. Everything from his different flow styles, the different ways that he was rapping and singing throughout the album, to all the little sound effects throughout the album, to the message overall, to the overall vibe of the album, to all the various ad-libs and the passion that he put through in each and every song, in each and every verse, in each and every syllable. This album is truly, truly a masterpiece. And I really feel like this album truly shows off J. Cole's potential as an artist, to where you can see all these different talents that he has. Everything from multiple unique flow styles, to his actual singing ability and just his overall voice in general, to the way that he put this album together, both in the lyrics and the production quality. Everything fits together so well. And to be honest, the first couple songs I was just kind of nodding my head like, yeah, this is pretty good. But then as I got deeper and deeper into the album, I started to feel into it a lot more. If you listen through the album from start to finish, you can really feel J. Cole's energy. And you can really feel that he's really passionate about the messages that he's trying to push forward. And by the end of the album, you will be left with this sort of feeling of like, wow, that was a true amazing piece of artwork. And on top of all of that, the features that he chose throughout this album were just immaculately placed. The way that he put 21 Savage and Lil Baby in those two songs they were in was just a little added surprise to the album. A little bit of gravy on top of the potatoes, a little bit of sprinkles on the ice cream, some frosting on the cake. Because like a lot of other big artists do, he didn't put their names on any of the songs. The songs those artists were in, it doesn't say feature 21 Savage or feature Lil Baby, no. So it was just a surprise to us as listeners to hear them in the album. Now, not putting an artist's name in the title of the song or in the song description or whatnot has always been something that I've kind of debated on whether or not that's actually a good decision. Because on one hand, the artist doesn't often get as much credit as they deserve. However, on the other hand, it's a little bit of a surprise like I had just said. And I feel like for cases like this, the surprise makes sense. Simply because 21 Savage and Lil Baby have some of the most unique voices and cadences in the rap space. There really aren't any artists that sound anything like them that are getting any sort of attention. So you're not really left wondering, oh hey, who's this feature? You're like, oh yeah, that's that guy. You just kind of know. So in this case, I feel like it was very, very well placed, but in most cases, it's kind of iffy for me. One other thing that I did find very interesting with this album is the fact that he released the song Interlude before actually releasing the whole album. Oftentimes an artist will release 1, 2, maybe 3 or more songs of an album before the album actually comes out. But J. Cole released one song, and it wasn't just any random song, probably not the biggest song of the album. He releases an actual interlude to the album, which I thought was just interesting. And another just kind of interesting creative decision was the titles of the songs. How he put spaces in between every character, and a lot of these song titles having punctuation in the middle of the song title. And to be honest, I don't know why he decided to do that. However, I'm sure that we will all find out very quickly, because I'm sure there's going to be an article somewhere at some point, or some sort of tweet or post on social media that's going to be like, oh yeah, this is why he did it this way. Now, ultimately, I really feel like this album just truly solidifies J. Cole as an artist. And honestly, I think this album is going to keep J. Cole fans satisfied for a very, very long time. Well, I don't see any of these songs individually becoming viral or really getting big on their own. You know, where one song of an album has like 3-4 times as many plays as the other songs do. I really see this being an album, right? Where every song really just connects together really well, and the majority of people really listen through this album from start to finish, instead of it being like, oh, I like this one song specifically in the album. At least for me, I don't think that I'm going to be listening to this album on a regular basis consistently for the next few weeks or even months, just because this is truly an album that I feel like you really have to listen to from start to finish to really truly feel into it. I feel like this album for me is going to be, oh, I have a long drive that I need to take, I'm going to listen through it through. I have some extra time on my hands to listen to it start to finish, because I just don't really see myself listening to one specific song on this album at a time. And honestly, I think that's a good thing, because I feel like that way the album as a whole, at least for me, will have a lot more longevity, where I can pull up the album maybe a few times a month at most, if not once every few months, listen to it from beginning to end and be like, wow, this is truly a masterpiece. I'm beginning to relive the listening experience once again. But all in all, I really do think that this album was seriously one of the most amazing pieces of artwork that I've gotten the opportunity to listen to this year. And like I said, J. Cole did a phenomenal job putting this album together start to finish. But with all that said, let me know what you guys thought and think about this J. Cole album. Was this a masterpiece to you, or just kind of mid? Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you are new to the channel, or you just haven't clicked subscribe yet for some reason, make sure to click subscribe real quick. Because if you enjoyed this video, I promise you that there will be more videos in the future that I create that you will absolutely love. And once you've done that, make sure to join my Discord server that is linked down below. And of course, if you did stay till the end of this video, chances are to enjoy the rest of the videos that I make. So you should go and click on these playlists popping up on screen and go and binge some of my content. Though that's all, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and have a great rest of your day. Peace.